Welcome back to the channel.
Would help if I had the microphone in front of me. I do that a lot, you'd be surprised. Welcome to the channel, YouTube world. I'm gonna stop saying welcome back. Who says you're coming back? And if you are, well, welcome. Anyhow, the purpose of this video is just ranting, casual gameplay. We're going to do what's called a Warfront, and I do talk to people as though they don't play World of Warcraft or they haven't played in a while. So in the little main hub, if you will, of Battle for Azeroth for the Alliance, arguably, is, you know, this area. I almost forgot the name, Borealis, because I just started playing again not long ago. We're going to do a Warfront, and they're just large-scale battles between the Horde and the Alliance, but this is PvE. So you go back to an instanced version of Arathi Highlands if you do this. You kill a couple rares, you can get some mounts. And then this one is sort of like a... well, it's not sort of, it's like a scenario. So you've joined a queue for the Battle of Darkshore, and you're going to have to do sort of like an instanced dungeon, almost, if you will. For the Arathi Highlands, you just need to talk to her, and you can just go. Here, we'll go there just to show you. It's an instanced version of it.
Ogres are never the best of neighbors, but the Boulder Fist are particularly...
Okay, bye-bye. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a recording. So, Arathi Highlands, for those that remember where this is in the Eastern Kingdoms, you can come here, and... you know, it's an instanced area. You can go back in time to the original level zone of it. Anyways, I feel like I gotta rush because we're in the scenario now. 20 people. Once you finish the scenario, I think it opens the portal. I did it on the Horde side, and afterwards, like, it can shift back and forth depending on how much contribution the actual Horde is doing, like on how often they're doing Darkshore. I honestly don't know how it works. I'm just here to showcase some gameplay. I really don't know a lot about the technicalities of it. If you want to Google it, it's just World of Warcraft Warfronts. That's all it is. See, there's a contribution thing here, the Battle of Darkshore. And let's stop tracking that. And like I said, this is,
get to shore!
Yeah, like, we're actually there, but it's a scenario. People should be fairly familiar with scenarios. Like my Horde, who was kind of the first one that I played. Like I said, he was able to do some, but certain criteria had to be met. There's always that weird lag spike where everything just stops and then it looks like it's going in, like it's catching up, if you know what I mean. Like it's like it paused, and then if it pauses for 3 seconds, then it'll like fast forward. It's kind of really weird. But anyhow, these aren't real people. See, boom, and then... so that happens a lot in instanced areas for some reason, where actually the game is arguably less demanding of your computer or even a server. So this, I feel good about it because there's structures. See, these aren't real people. So it is the battle between the Horde and the Alliance, but... because there's a lot of people I know that are fans of World of Warcraft. They absolutely love the game, but they don't play, they can't afford it, which is like me 90% of the time. So here, let's just close that so you could see a little bit more. I'll zoom out a little bit. Wow. Yeah, so the instances, it's kind of like in the last expansion. You know, like how you could go to outside the Undercity there, right? And you can recall it to a previous time. or even Darkshore. There's, I think, a few other places that you can actually do it already. Darkshore is one of them from the last expansion, right? Because you go back in time. And then that's the normal area where you would see everyone. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna switch.
These lands have been forsaken by Elune.
Maybe I'll turn into a bear. It's time for some Guardian action. Anyhow, so you could do the same thing with Darkshore and Arathi Highlands. The big bear.
Hold the line! Those ancients need our aid!
And, sorry, sometimes I get quiet there. I get caught up in the moment, and I have really bad ADHD. You won't believe this. There's actually times I'm trying to record, and I'll actually forget I'm recording for a moment, and I won't say anything, and then I'll be like, yeah, so, anyhow. So I thought that was kind of funny. That you could get so distracted that you actually legitimately forget that you're recording. Like, to me, that's kind of funny. And the objective is, you get stuff. You get wood and stuff, you know, pretty basic stuff. Like I said, I don't know all the details. You're in the way, you're ruining my showcasing. It's a big bear. I think after you do this, once you're like allowed to even queue up for it, because you can't always queue up for the Battle of Darkshore, I don't think. No. Because I know I couldn't on my alliance before. And same with my troll rogue. My horde. Horde. But once you queued up for it and you did the instance, this is one of those things that I think you only need to do once. And if I'm not mistaken, you're actually awarded a piece of 400 level gear, which will bring me to the 350 bracket, in which I'll be able to expand on the different types of casual looking for raids and stuff that I can do. And that'll help me out quite a bit. My horde is at 376. It took them about a week to get there from about 300. I'm about only 3-4-ish days in with my Druid, and I'm almost at 350. 350 is where it slows down. 350 to 376 like I did is pretty nasty. I was kind of hoping to hit 400. And I probably could. I mean, obviously, if I kept playing, but I have a commitment to playing my PlayStation and sometimes Xbox and Nintendo for YouTube. I don't want to turn this into a World of Warcraft channel. Even though this is something I mainly predominantly played for over a decade straight without really touching anything else.
Well done. With Bashalaran
Yeah, see, with the wood, they were able to build a little sanctuary.
No amount of destruction can match nature's power to heal.
And no amount of destruction from the back of my hand is gonna bring you back together either.
You scratch my back, I'll claw yours. Is there danger?
I'm not into that, honey. Don't you worry about that. Turn that in.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. Iron in hand.
Keep your eyes on the skies.
Right. A little bit of a delay there. And a momentary pause from me. No, I did not forget about you. Right, because of the joke that I get distracted easily. It's funny that I could be ranting on for 15, 20, 30 minutes up to an hour. Yuck, 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 yuck. And out of nowhere, I pause for 10 seconds, really get into the moment. And then that's all it can take for me to completely forget that I was recording. Yeah. I guess I was late. Wow, he was carrying all that iron. Now, you can repeat this scenario, but you'll only get like 350 gear. And once you're mainly, you know, in that type of gear, at that point it becomes 100% useless. I even have a notepad here. World quests scale up to 400, but you need to level up your item level over a certain limit for the world quest to start scaling with you. So sometimes they'll only go up in little increments, especially later on around 350. It seems like it slows down. Like when I was at 335, I would see things 345, or 310, I would see things for 335, 320, 330. But once you get like 350, 355, you're not going to see things at 370. No. It's going to barely go up by 5 points. For the longest time, I was 370 on my horde, and all the items I'd see were 370, and I'm like, all my stuff is higher than this, or about the same. There was literally 0 improvements.
The lumber mill at Cinderfall Grove is under our
So then I did a little bit of PvP. Valid target. Did a little bit of PvP, and then I got the Conquest weapon. Bam, 375, and then that shot me up a little bit, a couple of points, because my weapon was like a 355. Kind of like how my Druids is now. I just got this one.
Ancient of War has joined our cause.
And that's how you go up, and then looking for raids can scale up to 370. And then Arena, I think, only goes up, like, under a certain rating. So mine would be a noob rating, because I don't play this game 18 hours a day. I'm not a 2.4K player type thing. I used to be pretty up there and back in the day, and I was pretty decent, but and then Mythics if you can. That's where you'll go sky high, but you have to really know the fights and all that. And sorry, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's just go in this direction instead of just standing around babbling. Let's get into the action here. Hear me roar! Hot damn! I'm just getting stunned left, right, and center here. I have the best gear, but I'm definitely geared for this encounter. Yeah, that horse is being abused. I don't think PETA's going to be too happy about that. But quite frankly, I don't care what they think after they insulted my beloved Steve Irwin. They can suck an habanero pepper to keep it polite. Roar. Yes, I just roared. Get over it.
We have captured Forlorn Crossing. Hold the crossroads and protect. Increase
our armor a little bit. So So as a bear, every so much rage, I can increase my armor by 3,700, which is pretty significant, seeing as that's almost like a third of my armor now, and that reduces damage right there by almost 60%. The standard mangle, you can see it there for the bear. The swipe, these are all free. They don't cost anything. Like, they'll actually generate the rage. This is the skill that takes rage, just a big pop in the head. Or wherever he hits him in the gut, whatever. You get the idea. So it's just kind of fun, you know, trying to act like a tough guy, and hopefully there's a healer, or you heal yourself like I just did. This is really powerful. Frenzied Regeneration, some people might remember that. We're not doing so good. It's the power of the bear. Anyhow, it's a really strong skill because Cameron will remember this, my friend. See? Heals you for 24% of the maximum health over 3 seconds, and it's got 2 charges, and the recharge time is actually pretty good. So, you know, like how we talk about they've ruined Druids, and Feral don't really need to go into bear form, but you'll be able to heal yourself a lot, and there's a lot of times you can proc a free, not the purple one, the green one, what's it called? This one, the regrowth. You can proc a free regrowth. And what'll happen is you'll stay in cat form, and you won't need to pop out of cat form to heal, to get a free regrowth, and you can always keep yourself up, unless you're getting poked by 15 goblins in PvP, then that's a different story. Just like a bear, I can keep healing myself pretty decently. So they've done a lot to improve them, but yeah. I mean, it's like anything. They changed them, and to me, the whole shape-shifting thing, it was nice. It was a real skill, having to pop in and out of cat form to bear form. It gave you a sense of, I don't know, of what it was all about, really, to be a druid. Then they made them a lot weaker, but then they buffed them with,
we have finished building the Hunter's Hall.
Being able to proc healing while in cat form. Oh wow, I was gonna say, I don't remember my group being that big. Almost 20 minutes just for this.
You scratch my back, I'll claw yours.
I don't know about that. Oh, there. Restore. Ah, okay. Wow. Oh, I'm making a difference. Look at that. Wow. I feel like I've done a lot. And if everybody does their share, naturally, this will complete the scenario, however you want to pronounce it. Wisps inspired. I think that's Teldrassil and the way in the distance there. Yeah, that got destroyed. Yeah, the remains of Darnassus.
Ashwood Depot belongs to the Alliance. Now we can quickly traverse the battlefield and call
zip it.
Chimera to aid.
Oh. There's another quest here. Oh. Well, there you go. I didn't read that. Something about upgrading my whistle. Upgrade your Flightmaster's whistle to summon a flight back to your base while in a Warfront. Okay, that's cool, because right now, yeah, I couldn't do it. Whistles, for those who don't know, you started getting them in Legion, I believe it was, last expansion. Like I said, I've been out of touch for a while. And once you're max level, it'll bring you to the nearest flight path master, so that's pretty cool. So if you're in the middle of anywhere and you're like, oh, I need to get back somewhere that I can fly, it's like a mini Hearthstone, but not really. Flight back to... oh, there.
Can I assist you?
Did it say Bashal around?
Dear
I think it was. Well, we'll find out.
Our tree of life has become a tree of ages.
See, these types of scenarios, I mean, it's easy for me to say, but imagine if they added them on every continent. Burning Crusades, Warlords of Draenor, it doesn't matter. Just little scenarios that you could do. Get a little couple points here and there or something. A little conquest, even if it's just 5 points. Just a little incentive.
The Wardens are watching. Back to your duties.
Yeah. I think that would have been a lot of fun. It would have added to the world PvP. Got another quest now.
It is nice to see you.
Is it?
We will rebuild. Always respect the
Discover
wilds.
anything? Yeah, that the world's gone to shit. That's what I've discovered. And these roughly are 25-ish minutes. So some people, as you can see, are out doing their own thing. And that's okay. So I'm really liking making World of Warcraft videos because I feel like when there's no content for me to talk about on console like PS4, Xbox, and Switch, or any other games that are on console that are also on PC,
The glaive works is ready. Use it to build glaive throwers that...
I feel like this is a good filler. I know that sounds bad. Usually filler content is where you just pump out crap you don't care about. No, I do care about this. But I'm just saying because the game never ends, right? And then with Classic, like I've talked about in my Classic video, which at this point I may not have posted yet, but I'll have a video, if I haven't posted it already, entitled Balancing Classic. And, yeah. But I'm working hard on the Druid because I really might want to switch him from Worgen to Kultiran race. If I ever manage to unlock the race. What do I need again? I need Proudmoore Admiralty to be, you know, exalted. Then I need to do A Nation United. That's this thing here. I've already done this one, where I gotta do the Lore Master of Kultiras. Complete the Kultiras. These are, they're storylines. They're basically doing the missions. The quests. In an area, right? Because they all have a story. And then the Pride of Kultiras. Complete the Pride of Kultiras storyline. So basically just questing. Anyhow, once you do that, that gives you the right to play as a, like for Horde, it's the Zandalari Trollman. And that's why I'm not a voice actor. You come get the voodoo. No? Okay. And Kultiran are those human-like people that have a bit of a stomach, a lot of muscle. So basically how I was for half my life. And that'll be fun to do. And then Tides of Vengeance is just that's just a war campaign. Everybody's got a war campaign. It's basically the story. It's like the main story of the entire thing. Expansion. So, you know, it takes a bit of work, but, and you gotta do it on each. I was gonna do, I might as well join the fight, eh? That would help. So I'm doing a lot of diddle-daddling there. Let's go get right deep into the action. Otherwise, you'll miss it. Wow, those are some big mech warrior-like thingies. Lokdar Olgar. Oh wait, that's Horde. Kick its ass. Oh, the stupid leg. So we kicked their ass. Yeah, so anyhow, the war campaign, when you do it, it's called Tides of Vengeance, but you have to do it on both factions. So if you do it on Alliance, it won't unlock for Horde.
We now have a tree of eternity.
Which I'll admit kind of sucks, but it's, you gotta work for it, right? And when it comes to Zandalari, I actually really like them. They're like a troll, but a bit bigger, a little bulkier, and they have a good posture. But I don't like their animations for the most part. You see, Night Elf Rogue, you would think would be my favorite race and class combination in theory, and Night Elf Rogue would be my favorite. But I absolutely can't stand their left hand, how they just, their hand's always out and they just do like a minor little poke. It doesn't really look like they're swinging, like they're really getting into it. It's an OCD thing, whereas the troll, both hands, like he really gets in there, if that makes any sense. Like it really looks like he's swinging and trying to poke you. The right hand is pretty good of the Night Elf Rogue, but I can't stand the animation. So that plays a huge part. Massive part. Worgans I just think are cool. So that helps, and their animation I think is amazing. Just not with two-handed weapons. So again, Worgen Death Knight sounds like something I'd like, but their two-handed melee animation I find sucks. Just like the new human ones that they've completely
Lordanelle is
ruined.
ours, but Sira still awaits us on that goblin monstrosity. Protect our blade.
But yeah, I'm having fun here. Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens in the future. If I ever end up getting the cool Tyran race. They can be Shaman as well. Shaman is actually one of my favorite classes in the entire game for a caster. But because of their stupid shield, it ruins it. You harness the power of lightning from your fingertips, but you need a 500-pound shield on your back. And as of next patch, you'll be able to hide your entire armor on your entire character from head to toe except for the pants. But a shaman will not, shaman, whatever, will not be able to, he won't be able to hide his shield. Or just use a staff. It's just really unfortunate. Because I just find it's kind of stupid. I understand the lore behind it, because back in the day, a shaman, actually, an elemental shaman, or enhancement shaman with a shield and a one-hander, could actually tank dungeons, high-end dungeons. That's how good they were. That's not that they're not good now. But it's just some of the things. You know, did you know?
Death comes for us all.
Shamans could tank. Like, a lot of people, no offense, wouldn't know that. Warlocks actually were able to tank for a while too. There was a thing with their demonology that allowed them to do that. Why am I getting hit so hard? They're not even elites. Oh, this one is. Yeah, you stay on Lich, because I'm not doing so good. But yeah, Druid and Shaman. Two of my favorite classes along with Rogue. But I really don't want to have to play all three. I might not even be able to play much of 2 if I'm going to be playing Classic, to be honest.
Balance is restored. Spread your leaves and flourish once more.
Sorry, this is important. Just really quick. Okay.
A warden is prepared.
Wasn't gonna like pause the
even in
recording for
death.
10 seconds and then have to merge it together, wait a half hour just because I had to reply an important text, right? Wait, how'd that happen? How'd they... I feel like an idiot. Oh! This is what happens when you don't pay attention.
Suffer as I have.
They're probably wondering, like, what the hell is that guy doing? Now I got other people texting me. You know, I'm not a popular person at all. I don't even really have any friends. There's like 2-3 people that talk to me. But they all talk to me at the same time. I want aggro. See, I've got it capped at 60 frames and we're dropping down 50. It's pretty good. Everything's cranked up on ultra. Oh, I can't die here. Why is she attacking me?
A warden is prepared even in death.
Hey, I'm not ready to die here, not yet. Take this back paw. There we go.
Death in the end.
360? Where's my 400 piece? I thought we got a 400 piece. I thought we got a 400 piece. Well, that was useless. No, I shouldn't say that. I think maybe it's if you do the battle. Like now that the portal is open. Is the portal even open? Now that I've done this? That's the thing I don't understand. See, you can get 355 gear from here. What's the contribution? I don't get it. I am going to end the video here, though.
What brings you here?
I know that at one point you can just go to Darkshore. I don't think it's open yet, though. Whoops. Yeah, Darkshore's not open yet. You would see, like, all the world quests. Ah, well. Anyhow, 34, yeah, about a half hour. That's a Warfront. That's how long it takes. All that for a 360 belt. Oh, that's actually pretty good. And it brings us to the illustrious 350. I can now do another tier in LFR looking for a raid. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. And give it a thumbs down, and I'll make sure your kids know that Santa Claus is not real. Oh yeah. It might only be the beginning of the summer, but they will know far ahead of time. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be fantastic now, wouldn't it? And if not, well, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye now.